Hello friends, welcome back. So today we have a new topic in Azure we called a cloud adoption framework where we can create a Microsoft providing a tool. I mean they have us already written Terraform infrastructure as a code repo where you can use the open source library and create your infrastructure. Without wasting any time, let me quickly share the same with you. So also I have also provided you the link in the description where you can easily find all the resources. So this is a site. So if you go to the cloud adoption framework, you will see the bunch of stuff over there, right? So here you mentioned that what is a cloud adoption framework, and basically they call it the landing zone for Terraform. So here they specify and provide you some example. You can create a landing zone. So they have a getting started, and now you can create this blueprint. Apart from this is very big organization. You can easily scaffold some of the code. You can use it, and for example, you set up your organization, and you wanted to create resources for them. So this is some of the code they mention. You can use it and use the configuration and create the resources over there. And they have also have so if you're using a single subscription, there are plenty of scenarios are available as well. You can go through, and if you want to, you can create it and you can remove it. And this is basically fundamental. If you they have also a fundamental they called levels of approach, and based on that they're using a different uh, state file, and they're going to use it to create the resources. Apart from this, they have these are the module they have. You can quickly check this their GitHub repo. So this is a GitHub repo. So where if you go to the module, they have a bunch of module already written. You need to just reuse those in your package and create it. For example, you can use the CAF module CAF and specify the source, and then you are good to go. So I'm not going to give you each direction. You can dive into your own, and for that they use the tool is called rover CAF rover. So basically it is a container, and it is on the top of Linux container. So for the consistent development for all the environment, so you can download it and you can use this. They have some of the extension. Also, you can use a GitHub code space if you have, and they have all the CI/CD pipelines and everything. So because they have some of the helper libraries, they use all your configuration into the storage account. I mean all this uh, state file and everything. They have help you to deploy your code via CI/CD pipelines. They have Jenkins, you can do in the Jenkins or as well as GitHub Actions, also the Azure DevOps. So they have a plenty of an environment. I mean, DevOps environment option also there, and this is the open source. Also, this is a dev container, so I will tell you describe you later. So So they have some of the tools they are using. Let's quickly, this is a release channel, so which version they are going to use. And for the component, let's quickly see they are using the PowerShell, Microsoft SQL tool, AZ, the Azure command line, GQ for uh, reading mm, written as well, and the platform. Basically, it is used to read the JSON file format, JSON configuration file. So this is how. So you can, for example, let me quickly see the tutorial, the curl. So for example, this is the example they, if you have wanted to see the result and you search the specific result, you can GQS Java. Basically, they use the JSON file. It returns the JSON file and they, you can play around with, select a specific node from this JSON file. So this is basically a handy utility. Apart from this, if you see, similarly we have this YQ. JSQ is for JSON, YQ for YAML. This is the, so you can quickly see. And apart from, they have a Golang installed inside this container, and GitHub, OpenVPN. These are the tools like Terraform. They have Vault, Packer, and Ansible, and they have this check Checkov TF. Like I'm not aware of this, frankly, but yeah, this is also TF. This is basically do the static analysis for your Terraform code. And policy as code. Okay, they will check what are the resources you want to use. If you want any kind of policy, any resources, you can do it from there. I'm using this tool. Apart from, we have a TF lint, and then you can specify the rules over there. And yep, this is all about. And they have this command. Once you install it, you can use a role login, and you specify the plenty of option which subscription, with tenant, and at the end you can log it out. If you are using the landing zone, you specify the variable where you have a landing zone, and where you have all the var files, Terraform var file, and this you need to specify your Azure subscription tenant, and that's it. I think this is all I wanted to tell you about right now, because it's a very huge topic. I'm not going to spend here much of time over there. Let's quickly jump into the main what we need to do. Let's say I'm about to create a library. Sorry, let's say, so so what I will do, I will open the Studio Code, and I will show you how we can start it this. So what I will do right now, here I'm going to create. So first of all, there are a couple of things. So you need to use this remote container. So what I have right now, if you see my system, I have already some of the stuff already installed. I'm using the Windows with Linux subsystem, and apart from this, I have installed a Docker in my system. and it's now Docker. This is I have started trigger my Docker, so we will wait to run it. Meanwhile, I will do some of the basic stuff. So first, I need to create a folder. Okay, let's quickly go here. I need to create a folder with the name of .dev container. So I'm going to do the same, copy paste everything, and I will what we will do here this dev container, and here we will use just two files, dev container.json. So I'm doing the same here, creating two files, and the other one is YAML file, and basically specify the version of the rover, and it will pull down all the this is the volume and the JSON file. If you see JSON file, we are going to update this name. This will the name of our basically a container name. So I think this is all about. There's going to ask for these extension to be installed. So extension, these are the extension. So if you're going to install, you have these this already installed in your container. So Docker YAML, I'm going to create another file here, and that's it. And I'm going to copy paste everything starting from here and here. Let's copy, and so I'm just change it simple CAF and compose file, Docker compose. Basically, it fetch the specific version of the CAF. This is the label. So that's it. I think if you this is the name of the image file. Okay, so I have this. So here I'm going to create a new file, and the name of the file is main.tf. We are not going to do variable.tf, nothing main, and the other one is tf and terraform.tf, and here terraform blank space files. I think autosave is already there. I'm going to close that, and now this is remote window. So this is the extension. You can go here and search for. So this is I have installed Remote Explorer, Remote Window, Remote Development, and these are the things I've already installed, right? So let's quickly see. So if you see, if you see I've already installed. I have already containers in my local machine. I don't think so. It will take much time to install it. So let's quickly see. So so I'm saying reopen in container, and then let me go to the terminal and click output. So now it's open in the container. You see, these are the logs, and it's pulling the image. So let's say how much time it will take. So once it is done, I will show you some of the things is mentioned in the documentation to verify what we have. For example, what tools we have in this container. Okay, so let's see. If you, I will show you. So I think you can play around with it and whatever you have. And I think this is a good way to, if you are in Azure Cloud, so this is a way you can start your infrastructure and you can use some of the examples over there as well. So as I already mentioned, they have these examples. If you quickly see, they are some of the examples. So you can see how they are going to set the APM. So this is a basic dimension. So these are the configuration files you can use. So they're using the regions. So you can use this configuration file to set up your. So basically they are using for API backend. If not specifically at the backend, so this is how you can set up the backend. So for backend, you need to provide these settings in the API management, and this is the URL of the backend. So they mention everything here what you need to do in order to use those. And behind the scene, they calling these modules, which is mentioned here, and these are the modules. So they call this go here and these are the resources APIM they will create using those variables and there is bunch of stuff going there using the dynamic block. They are checking the values exist or not. Based on that they are setting these parameters. I think a lot of stuff, so we will do it later some other day. So meanwhile I need to check like where we are. So it's downloading complete. They're about to complete the rest of the. So it will take some time. So meanwhile, I will go to the. I will move into the introduction phase, and these are the some of the YouTube. I mean, uh, you can subscribe to this channel. This guy, forget his name, but yes, this is something you can do to learn about how they are working. So you also go to the, I think in the home page. So they have something called, this is a GitHub, this tutorials, providers, landing zone. Okay, this is the tutorial and they have this GitHub. Okay, if you go to the Microsoft documentation, this is a Microsoft documentation and adoption framework. So if you click here, get started. These are the strategy, how you can do it, you can migrate it, how you can manage it, secure it, and govern all everything mentioned via cloud adoption framework. If you want to learn about the framework, you I think click here. Uh, that will tell you how you can understand the life cycle, strategy, planning, adoption. and scenarios. So you can put it, so if you cloud scale hybrid and multi-cloud environment, and this is your VMware solutions, and this is SAP. I mean, this is adoption journey. If you want to get news, so you can click this overview and see what option, what are the scenarios. So this is a scenario we are everyone's and this is everything they are pointing to. Fundamental concept. Okay, I think let's quickly move into the main. Okay, so I think this will take a while. Oops, I'm not sure why it's taking such a long time. So I thought it already downloaded, but nope. So let me pause it, and when this ready, I will come back. Sorry guys, it will take a time. So you see we have, let me go to the directory. Sorry. So this is what I have. Let me quickly see uh, some of the examples we are looking for. What we will do here right now. So we quickly jump to the rover and see do we have our commands exist, and we will play around with. Let's quickly say we have this rover. So yes, we have. Okay, leave it, and we will see some of the tools. That quickly see we have this PowerShell. I think we have this Terraform. Yes, we have. Okay, okay. YP not found. I think Python py. Sorry, I don't think so. I think we have this command. I'm not sure. Do we have this? Well, let me see. Go lang go. Okay, we have go installed, and also let me quickly have Vault. Yes, we have Vault installed. Packer. Yes, we have Ansible. Yes, we have. I think. YQ is not installed. Okay. Yes, it is installed. Okay, sorry. GQ. Sorry, clear. YQ. Yes, it's installed. Okay. So we are not going to deep. What else? Like TS. Yes, we have. I think yeah. As per this documentation, or everything we have. So what we will do here right now, I'm going to use Terraform plan in it. So if you see here in the directory, I have this module, nothing else. It's basically reading some of the variables from here and just calling this module. So the Terraform, if you see, I don't have anything provided, nothing. It's blank over there, and the output, it will return me the output in the main. I am about to pass this local hello in the configuration, and this is a module. It's calling this module. Uh, if I'm the name of the module, so if I'm going here, so I think, sorry, main. So if you see module, I'm calling this module.configs and providing my name. So that's it. So what I will do here right now, I'm just using Terraform. So you can use the short and the apply. Cool. And I think we have this AZ. Yes, we have command AZ login as well. So I think everything we have. So I think I will show you the example what we can do and how we can install it and everything. So this is all about. Sorry for taking much time while open this dev container. So I think this is all about how you can start with cloud adoption framework. I'm not give you each and